Hello, Sweden. You're sitting there and rocking.
Hello,
Oh,
America.
Texas.
It looks like Sweden is having summer. Is Sweden
Sweden is
having
having
summer?
summer and like
Florida.
30 degrees every day.
That is
So
nice.
that's a lot for Sweden.
It is, and it's kind of early being in the beginning of June. Well, we
Yeah.
usually get like at the beginning of June and end of July, and then we get a lot of rain in the middle.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
basically.
now we have had like this weather for 10, 10 days or something like that.
More.
Yeah.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today I thought it was gonna be a little bit cold or cooler, like
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 me.
20. But it I was wrong. It was just in the morning. It was a
So
little bit nippy.
yeah, compared to Sweden, on Tuesday morning here, we had a really, really severe weather coming, and I haven't heard whether it was a actually confirmed tornado, but the winds were as close to a tornado as you possibly can come. People are
Yeah.
still without electricity, and
Oh,
we're
gee.
what, 7 days today? Yeah, several days later. Um, so,
Damn.
and Florida and the coast started the hurricane season yesterday, and they are predicting that this will be one of the worst hurricane seasons in the history. So
My
we're
God.
probably in for some really damn bad weather for a couple of months because the hurricane season doesn't end until I think November 30th or something like that, like what we consider being winter for us Swedes. Um, so
Hmm.
yeah, we're gonna see how that works out. But I was in the middle of all this wind because I was at work, and good lord, that was an experience I don't want to have again. We had to hunker down in dispatch. And we were sitting there, and our garage door, like a big bay door to our garage, um, blew in and fell on an ambulance. Are you there? Y'all are having bad connection today again.
We have a little bit of.
Yes.
It's
Well,
just a little bit laggy.
the connection.
Well, let's
Yeah,
start
y'all are
over. You
not
had
having the best.
a basically a tornado.
Now we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, we yeah, it was close to a tornado, and it was kind of scary to be in the middle of it, all that because I was at work, but I didn't have any damages at least. My house is standing and the dogs are fine.
That's
So are the horses. So yeah.
Great.
and you don't know how the horses are, but they are used to the
Well, I
dogs
did.
by now.
Yeah, they're kind of used to it by now, and I could tell when I came on Wednesday that they had been in their stalls when this wind was going on because it was more poop there than normally. Um, so I could tell where they had been. I don't know if all three had been in one stall because it was one stall that had more than the other two. Um, so that's where they had been.
Well, they were together.
Yeah, exactly,
My
exactly. So
God.
Yeah.
no, all of them were fine, but it was scary.
Yeah.
Like signs and trees and electrical cords and stuff like that were just all over the place. 18 wheelers. The wind took 18 wheelers like it was nothing. Just poof, flipped them over. So
Jesus.
yeah, yeah, it
Oh
was
my
strong
God.
winds.
That's really bad.
So Yeah, hopefully the hurricane season this year will not be as bad as they predict. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's hope not. Oh, that's horrible.
yep, that's what they do. When the weather gods are just crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
Just sometimes. So what have y'all done the last 2 weeks? I know you got yourself a new car.
Yes, that is true. Mine broke down, and then we bought a new car for her.
And
Well,
so
William car is what in Swedish what we call avställd.
Yeah.
And we bought me a new
Yeah.
car.
okay.
But
Because
we're gonna fix your car. We're gonna fix your car. Yes, it's gonna be alive again
yes,
and
yes,
rolling.
Yes,
Yeah.
hopefully. I mean, what have we done more?
Sleeping in a tent
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I was
almost a
just
week.
you just told me you're sleeping in a tent. What just for the fun of it or
Yeah, because it's nice. You sleep really well, and we have like electricity. We have the computer. We're watching movies. We
so
have
you have like
snacks. We have a
extension
little
cord out?
mini fridge. We have a little mini fridge, mini drinks. Alva has her own like water bowl and for her food, and
You made it your
yeah, it's
home.
really nice. We have like this small for mosquitoes. They get like electrocuted.
Blue
It's like a
lights.
blue light. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have all the comfort, and we have what 150 meter to our own toilet. So
Yeah. That's kind of nice
we are
to not have
we are not
glam
glamping. We are glamping.
glam
True.
thing here though. People are doing that quite a lot over here. I'm not really into
Yeah,
it.
and
My backyard
I
is really
hated tents.
You hate tent?
I hated tents until last summer. Like, he was like pushing for me to just to try to sleep one night in a tent, and we spent many weeks in
Right.
that tent because I sleep so good in the tent, and we have like this really big, like thick, double bed air mattresses. That
Okay.
you pump up with electricity. So
Right.
yeah, and now it was last Saturday when I was on the way home from church, and I was like, I really want to sleep in a tent, and I was too tired on the Saturday and on the Sunday, but I busted my ass for 3.5 hours alone with help of Alva, of course, to
Hell.
put the tent up
I
and
just,
to put everything in to surprise him and said like,
I was at
honey,
work.
yeah, so honey, now we can sleep in the tent. So I did all that by myself.
Good job. You went from not liking to loving it, huh?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like this. I have not tested it out in the woods. I have not tested it out because the pooping is my problem. I can
We
pee.
can
Right.
get
I
a
can
bowl for
I
you.
can pee out in the nature, but when it comes to pooping, what do? Do you dig a hole and you just like squatting over?
You get a bucket.
And that's my problem because that's the only barrier we have left. We lock
Well, you have the
the
community.
door when we poop. Nothing else is holy. Nothing else is holy. We fart, we burp, we sweat, we do everything we
Yeah.
talk about. But that's the holy time we lock the door and we respect the person that's in there, and they can be in there how long they want to. That's the one thing we still have.
Oh,
We are not like those married couples. Okay, you're having a shit. I'm just gonna brush my teeth. We
Yeah,
don't
no,
have that.
no,
no, thank you. No, thank you. Oh my god.
no.
Oh my.
I'm good.
Well, that's good then. You
I
have the
need my
closeliness
pride.
of priorities.
But that's
Well,
the
that's good that
only
you have
privacy we have. We
Uh,
don't have much else privacy from each other.
when you say it like that, it's like
It's
sounds.
true,
It's true, but it sounds like horrible.
but it's wonderful. It's
Yeah,
very liberating,
yeah,
and you
it's
feel
nice.
like free. You're with your best friend and the person you
Mm.
love, and you have no like boundaries like that. It's just
Yeah.
it's so natural, everything.
Isn't
But
pooping
not the
natural then?
pooping.
Not the
No
pooping.
pooping. Not the
Oh my
pooping.
god.
You leave
The
me
pooping.
pooping. You leave me pooping alone. Alone. Do you hear that?
Dude,
Okay, we will leave you alone while pooping from now on.
yeah, I mean,
But
what have you done this past 2 weeks?
Work, 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 work,
Work,
work.
work.
I have,
Work.
yeah, no, I have started the project. As you may see here in the background, I have a bunch of moving boxes. I'm not moving,
Yes,
but
I
I
have
Mhm.
cheered you on Facebook.
you have because I have started the project again. I should say, cleaning out my storage unit, but this time really,
Uh,
really seriously because I'm literally not only throwing away a lot of stuff, but I'm taking home stuff and repacking them in better boxes because the boxes that's been in storage and are in storage, they've been there for 10, 15 years. So they're starting to
oh,
degenerate kind of badly.
uh,
And yeah, it's like things I have found. It's like porcelain and crystals and really fragile stuff in moving boxes that I'm just looking at the box and I look at stuff and say, we are blessed to still have this and not being broken. I don't know how it's not broken. I do not know. Um,
Mm.
so, and then I found I should do this. Hold it. See if I can get it. Ah, where am I?
careful now.
Oh, I found something kind of cool in one of the boxes, and it gave me really the confirmation that I have to go through every box very thoroughly. And you see, probably there you may be able to see.
Oh
You know what this
damn!
is? You know who she
Glenn,
is?
Glenn Close.
It is. And this is an autographed copy and of her. And it's number 4536. So it's even
Jesus,
numbered and autographed. And I found
wow,
that in a box.
that's not bad at all.
That is not bad. And an autographed picture of Glenn Close. And I'm going to read what it says underneath here. Glenn Close as super diva Karen Anderson in Warner Brothers' sophisticated romantic comedy Meeting Venus, also starring Niels Airstrom. Airstrom. That was hard to say. So yeah, that's I didn't even know we
Wow.
had it, and it was tucked. It was kind of weird because it was two um, pieces of cardboard taped together. And I'm
Mhm.
like, what is this? It's awkward. Like, why do we have two pieces of cardboard taped together? And I like peeked in and I saw there was something in there. So I carefully took a scissor and cut it open and I found that. I'm like, oh my God. How easily could that have been thrown away? Right.
Yeah, that's super easy.
Yeah,
Jesus.
exactly. So that is taking up quite a lot of my time right now. I have probably 150, 200 boxes left to go through. Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
but
It's a
I
lot.
like I like my uh, message to you when you took your when you had your
Yeah,
party.
I found my guest book from my graduation, and where you put a little happy graduation note. I have 18 years left or something, whatever it was. I don't remember. 8 years left or something like that. And I took a picture of it and
Yeah,
I
eight
sent it to
years
you.
left.
Because I was right
Yeah,
there.
and it
What
was
I
from
found.
Christian.
Right, from your horse pricking. That's right, it was too. So, and all that kind of stuff, I'm just putting back in other boxes and labeling it really well. So my plan is once I got it emptied, I'll be able to get all the moving boxes back to storage, and then it's numbered and more well organized than what it is now.
Oh,
But if you come home to me, it looks like literally I'm moving and I'm not moving yet.
You're moving in again.
Yeah, I'm reorganizing everything, and good lord, my
My
grandmother loved
God,
pencil.
it's a horse job.
It is, it is. I'm not gonna be done for like, I don't anticipate myself being done until, like, end of August with this project because it's so big. Because it's
Sounds
so
like it.
hot. Yeah, it's so hot now, so I only have a couple of hours in the morning that I can do it. Basically from 6 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, it's so hot, so you can't really do this kind of work. And
Uh,
then the sun where my
and
storage unit is comes and blares right on me. So that's the time in the morning I have. So that's why I take the boxes home and unpack them and look through them here where I can be in the AC and be a little bit more comfortable. But my house is, yeah, turning into moving boxes. Half my tea room is full of moving boxes, and yeah, I've started to stack them up behind me here too now. So, but
we're
it's
talking like about early stuff in Sweden. 2 weeks ago, we put all the horses down in the summer pasture.
right.
So they are going on like sommarbete
Uh huh.
from now. And
Until
normally you put them out there in the middle of July.
yeah, it's
But they
just
are going there because it's so dry or and the grass is it's okay.
yeah. I miss the Swedish summers. I do. It's
mm,
getting quite hot and nasty and muggy here in the summer. Not really like that, to be honest.
double summer.
Right? It's yeah, and when we come to, like, end of July, beginning of August, when we're up in 100 and something degrees, which is 40 plus degrees in Celsius.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh
It's
my
not fun.
God.
It's not fun, and we're, like, up in the 90s, so we're over 30 degrees Celsius right now. It's just nasty. It's ugh.
Oh my God. That sounds horrible. How can you
It
even do so? How can you even work? I mean,
You do stuff in the morning, and then you don't do stuff, like, my
that's
body
it.
loves it because this with waking up at 4 a.m. and getting stuff done, and then when you're coming to noon, you're done. You've
Mm,
completed all your tasks for the day, and you can just rest when it's the warmest time of the day. My body loves it. I'm perfectly fine with it. Like you,
Can't complain.
I remember a couple of years ago, it was 100 and almost 110 degrees, and me and my partner was working a traffic accident in Mineola, Texas. And this accident was just first we had to take the patient to the
Mm,
hospital. Um, and it was a single accident. And when we were on our way back from the hospital, we got called back to the same scene because one of the firefighters who were working the scene had a heat stroke.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then, so we took him. And while we were at the hospital, another truck got a third call to the same scene because then the driver to the tow truck got overheated. That's how hot it was because the
Ooh.
asphalt was just generating so much heat, you could not be there, and it was just sun streaming, like, right on where this was at,
Oh
and
my.
no wind whatsoever. So we had from one little single accident that wasn't really serious, we had 3 patients. 2 of them were not even involved in the accident, 2 of them were working the accident. Yeah, so they had to send a second tow truck. They had to send
My.
2 yeah, I think they sent a second tow truck to take the car, and then somebody else with that company came and took the first tow truck. It was a mess.
That's mental.
Yeah, it was, and so, like, yeah, when it comes to summer in Texas, that can be quite brutal, straight up.
We can't complain then.
Nej.
Well, it's kind of
And
fun.
it's so hot. It's so
We
cold.
Well, Swedes are not really used to having that kind of temperature. So when it comes to Sweden and you're 30 degrees Celsius plus, y'all are just like, because you don't have AC. You have heat in your houses.
We have AC as well.
Yeah,
Oh, you
now.
do? Okay. Yeah, some houses does. But
Usually we don't have, but at least the last at least like 5 years, yeah, people are putting in AC.
right. But
So
usually you just open the windows and let the air flow. That's what
mm,
I remember at least.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like the
At least
houses are
Yeah,
made.
we were small. We just opened for the Swedish old korsdrag.
mm.
Yeah, I can't. I'm too tired for that one. Just wind breeze coming through. Yeah,
Yeah, when you open one window here and the other one here, and then
you
the
open the both and there.
breeze through.
That's what we're talking about. No, but Swedish houses are made for the winter, not made for the summer.
Yeah,
While here, the houses are made for the summer, and we had the vice versa. When we get to the winter, they're not made for that snow and ice that get a week or two of every damn year. That brings me back to Sweden. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. Yep.
too cold here, damn it.
And everybody looks at me as like, "You're Swedish, shut up." You should be moving away from that.
Not in my heart, damn it.
So one thing I have in my storage unit, can you ever guess what that is?
A big
I know.
black deal. Wow.
I know you have the big oak table,
Uh-huh.
and
That's
I know that you have your competing cabinets.
cabinet. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I have a big snow shovel.
What?
I know. Exactly. And it was so funny when we unpacked when we moved 15 years ago and we saw that this was with us and we're like, what the fuck are we gonna do with a big snow shovel? And it's big, you know. But when we had the Snowmageddon a couple of years ago, that was the first thing I went to storage and got and was shoveling snow with that. It was hilarious and it's still there. And now it's more of a treasure and a fun thing to have because I live in Texas and I have a snow shovel.
Maybe you can like punch somebody with it.
Yeah, I could, but it's almost too big for it. Like, it's one of those that, like, you're shuffling in front of you, and then you have to almost, like, tip it over and fall with it over because it's so big.
Oh yeah, yeah, those
Yeah.
those you push around.
Right, right, the manual. Yeah, it's really
Why do you have that? I'm shocked.
it came with us as it wasn't meant to come in. I come over. I don't know how it made it over the pond, but it did, and now I'm not getting rid of it just because
Nostalgia.
yeah, exactly, just the fact that when we had the Snowmageddon 3 or 4 years ago, everybody was looking at me and they're like, "You're really well prepared for this." I'm like, "Yep, I did not know this 15 years ago." But yeah,
Um,
that snow shovel ain't going anywhere because I'm probably the only one in Texas that has one. Really, really,
Yeah, yeah, really.
Hmm. So yeah. But I found a lot of fun stuff. I have
I
about
can imagine.
half the unit left and probably 150 boxes. So it's a long project, very big project. I'm gonna be so satisfied when I'm done with it.
Oh,
When I can
yes.
see
Are you
the other wall.
are you gonna you just still gonna have to use a storage unit, but maybe just one?
Well, I only have one. My plan is, um, hopefully I can downsize it and move stuff to a smaller one so I don't have the humongous pay of $300 a month. And then I'm going to clean out my garage and do the same thing basically I'm doing in the storage unit, but in the garage, um, and be able to move everything that's in the storage over to the garage. Or
Do you
actually,
think your table gonna fit there?
oh yeah, the table is going to fit in the garage as long as I put it up towards the wall. So
Okay.
yeah, I will need to kind of like take everything out and put it in first, and then put everything in afterwards. So
Yeah.
it's more of like a puzzle of how to do it. And it would have worked when we moved here. Well, mom moved here, it was already put in storage.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not here already. So I have it lined out how I'm gonna get this project done. And I hope by the end of the year that I can get rid of the storage completely and don't have any of it. That
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's my goal. So that would be a very nice $300 more in my pocket every month, because it's like, yeah, $300 is a lot of money, but when I
Yeah.
look at everything that you can actually store in a unit like that, it's not that much. It's not that much, and if you, like, have stuff that's not trash, as I do,
Yeah.
pay $300 a month for trash is not good, but I'm
That's
working on it.
not worth it.
It's not, but I found a big cabinet, that I know my mom got from China and, got shipped it back to Sweden, um, that I completely forgot about, and as well another, um, chest drawer that, I completely forgot about. I'm like, "Oh my god," and that's an antique Swedish one, really beautiful one. So, yeah, there are some stuff there that I'm gonna save and not going anywhere.
No, you can't like just to be rational to have so little stuff as possible. Just erase
Cleaning.
your memories and history.
Right. I'm not death cleaning, I'm just cleaning out after my mom, and, I found several boxes just with old clothes that is not even worth washing and giving away because it's been in these boxes for so long. You can't
Yeah.
get that old smell out of it. It's not even
Oh, ew. Oh.
um it's just going in trash, straight into trash bags and off to the
Can
dumpster.
you sell some stuff that you don't want?
Oh yeah, I do. I put stuff on Marketplace, on Facebook and stuff, but people here are not willing to pay for anything. Even though, like, I almost give it away, it's stuff that people don't want. So it's like, what's the point of even trying? I have a bunch of bins here. Like my mom grandmother loved crystals. So I have
Yeah.
crystal glasses and crystal bowls and you name it, plates and all kinds of stuff in crystal.
Do you
People
have any flea markets close by?
I do.
Or
Um,
like a yard sale or something like
I
that?
hate having yard sales. I hate having yard sales. But that might be my only option, uh, to have one at the end of all this or something. I put it out on Facebook Marketplace on the weekends, um, and then we'll see. Actually, I found a kind of like a hand electrical hand saw, and
Yeah.
somebody's coming and picking that up later today. So
Oh, well, that's good.
yeah, um, but that kind of stuff like crystals and cups and mugs and glasses, people assume that we're gonna give it away instead of selling it for just a minimal amount. And you can, like, give it like, put it out for $1 and they're like, 50 cents? I'm like,
And
"Serious?"
then you say, fuck you, go home.
Right. I was like, it's not even worth the effort for the money you get back.
No, no.
You know, and that's what I say. It's like I'm putting it out there. If nobody's even showing any interest of it, I'm throwing it away.
Yeah,
Or we have like a women's shelter and stuff and places like that that takes in stuff to sell, so you can donate it to them. I'll
yeah.
donate it to them. Like all the
Well,
Christmas.
that's better then.
Yeah, that's kind of my plan to go in, and we have it's called the Genesis Center. I'm like, I can as well go and donate it to them and knowing it goes to a good cause because at some point they'll get it sold. Um, and yeah, that's my plan. So I'm not just throwing everything away. He's back. Now we can't talk shit about you anymore, William. You're back.
Oh man, I want to talk shit about this guy.
Yeah. So that's how it is. That's how it is. And you're ready for your surgery on Wednesday?
Huh?
What?
But
I'm having surgery on Wednesday. Yes.
yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
If you're
I'm
ready,
I'm so ready.
yeehaw. I hope it goes smooth this time.
Me
Good
too.
Lord. It's been too much.
Hmm.
Too much, too much.
Too much for too long.
Anybody.
Point.
Anybody. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure this is gonna go super smooth.
Let's
Yes.
we
This
just have
time has to.
Mm.
it's gonna be awesome and smooth and just good. All of it.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean,
We
Right.
have decided.
A positive attitude always gets a better result. I think.
Yeah.
often.
Right. Do y'all have as much mosquitoes as we do? Like we have so much more mosquitoes this year than we've had previous years. I'm not kidding. I'm so chewed up.
Yeah,
So
you and
they
me.
don't like. So I don't care.
Why don't they like you? Like what do you
Because they
do?
love me. They eat me like candy.
There's something
Right.
with my blood.
I'm like I'm so chewed up. I don't like it.
I feel you. I
Yeah.
have like,
I'm sitting here itching because I came home and I had the back door open when I went to bed this morning, and it was like the mosquitoes invaded my bedroom, and I think that my arms were the only thing that was outside my blanket and my face. Thankfully, they didn't pick my face; they picked my arm, and I'm just like, and we have like Benadryl cream. Good Lord, I smell. I don't smell. I stink Benadryl. Cream that I'm putting on. I was like, I hate it.
it sucks super bad. I mean, last night I fought a mosquito for like 1.5 hours while she was like,
Mm-mm. That's not fair, Tuna.
Nope.
It's not fair. What do you do?
Yeah,
You
tell
know,
her
like
the
you.
secret.
It's in my blood.
It's in your blood. Like all this rain just exploded all the mosquitoes in a way I've never imagined. It was like way worse than previous years. Way, way worse. It's
I
not even.
can agree on that actually.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it's not even fun.
I
And
mean,
they love me.
can't
like-
like the government like puts out some I don't know
They
gas
do,
or something.
they do actually spray for mosquitoes because here, mosquitoes is carrier of several different diseases for both human and animals.
Yeah.
But they usually don't start spraying until July because the problem ain't that this bad until end of the summer, mid and end of the summer. So they haven't even started the spray schedule and not even thinking about it already, I think. And but at the time of July, we're going to be infested by it, I guess. And I don't even know if Wills Point, this town I live in, even sprays. I know
Mm.
Terrell does, which is a bigger town next to us, but I'm not sure if Wills Point does or not. I can't remember.
Maybe you can like borrow some and
Spraying my own property?
yeah, basically put up a net everywhere.
Just put it's just I don't get why this year is so much worse than other years, but it is.
Ah,
It is.
horrible.
I really hope that we can get. I'm pretty good at slamming them between my hands and killing them. I'm
Hmm.
kind of I'm kind of good at that now. I
Mrs.
hear
Miyagi.
and then I was like, how are you gonna be? I'm a mosquito murderer. Professional
That's a
mosquito
good thing.
murderer.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Professional mosquito murderer. Murderer. That's a weird word to say. Murderer. Oh, well. So that's all you're gonna do into for the next 2 weeks is recover, and you're gonna take
For
care of
the next 2 months.
huh?
For the next 2 months.
Yeah. It's gonna be a while.
Whoop. But I mean,
Knowing
if
you, Tone, you're gonna be back to normal
we
in
have
2 days.
waited like maybe 10 to soon 12 months of recovering. So, I mean, 2 months here and there.
Right.
Who cares, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The end of it.
Oh, at least it's, yeah, at least it's the end of it. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
This is my last operation
Whoop,
For
whoop.
life.
for a while.
For life.
For life. I agree with that, William. I agree with it. For life. Well, you just gonna take it easy and are you gonna sleep in the tent when you come home too?
No.
Not the first night.
No, not like for a week at least, or maybe 2 weeks.
Hmm. Hmm. You could be, I could feel that all the way.
Generous. Lover.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Yeah,
my
at least for a week. I mean, you never know about the infection risk.
right. It's just and then it's summer and it's hot and stuff like that too. So
Yeah. Don't risk it. This is the last operation you will ever get.
there's
Yes.
no more surgeries to have done on you afterwards. Woof
That's
woof
true.
woof woof
Woof woof.
woof woof.
He's screaming, I love my new bed.
Yes.
För helvete.
It was kind of funny because like he is suspicious of new stuff all the time. But
Mm.
this bed, he went straight on knowing this is mine and nobody else's. Just get off, Twix, because this is mine. I think that's why
Don't
Twix was like,
even try.
what? And he's just sitting there looking at me like, what's going on? What's happening here? And I'm like, in the bed, sir. You can be in the bed. That's his. I don't think so. And he's just like, he's looking at him and he's looking at me and he's looking at him. Hi, Gilbert. Hey, Gilbert. Um, hey. Um, and then Bam Bam went. I think he went to drink the water, and it didn't take 5 seconds for Twix to just. Zit! I'm gonna try this one out. What is it? Mhm. Did you take your bed?
At least he's happy.
What? Yeah. Bye. 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 So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see those two. It's going to be fun to see who lays in it the most. I think it's first come, first serve kind of
Yeah,
thing.
imprinted. This is mine now. Goodbye. Thank you.
Mhm. Yep. For today, it's mine, and the next hour it's going to change. And I think they're going to share it pretty well. So don't worry about it. They're not really fighting about stuff. They're more like, I want it too.
Well, I'll take it next time.
Well, I may have to look into getting another orthopedic bed in the same size and get rid of the actual human bed that's there if they like the orthopedic bed better.
Uh, Probably. Maybe you can sell it and get some money for it.
Mm, yeah,
Nah.
it's
Then
been a
burn it.
it's been a dog bed for a while. I wouldn't want it. I may just what I could do is actually take the old bed outside and throw that away because it's only the springs left of it. I don't understand why Bam Bam is even sleeping on it. It's not being removed because I don't have anywhere to put it. Like I need a trailer to remove it, and then I could put the new orthopedic bed where the bed is, and the bed can go outside
Mm,
where the old bed is. So he has one outside. So there is a plan if in case be, but we'll see how the budget does.
yeah.
I guess it's a budget thing.
Yeah, it's always a budget thing to even live.
So you pay for breathing. A,
Yeah, I mean, I heard they would.
a cent per breath. That's going to be a very expensive thing, you know. A cent per breath is going to be 60 cents per.
It's breath on can.
Would it be taxable? Is my question. I bet the government wants it too. So, yeah, 1 cent per breath plus tax. Plus tax. That is
Plus
something,
that, yeah.
right? Plus tax. And that's something that I had to get used to because, you know, y'all, if you go to the store, the price tag is including tax.
Yeah.
The price tags here are excluding tax.
Ooh.
Yeah, I still until today, I do not like it because you have to like if I'm on a budget and I want to go to Walmart and I have, let's say, $25 and I have a couple of stuff that I need to get, I have to really think about, okay, this and this and this cost, and then add a couple of cents or dollar, whatever, for the
Mm.
tax. I always have to take that in consideration. And when I moved here, that was kind of a hard thing to do.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, that's a super stupid system, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, I know. And then
Uh,
you have stuff like my tea that is considered a um what is it called? Like a necessary item. Coffee and tea that's not prepared, it's a necessity. So there is no tax on that. So some food that is considered a necessity doesn't have tax on it. And do you think you know what's considered a necessity of all the food? No, you don't. I don't. I still don't. But it still annoys me to today that, yeah, whatever says on the price tag plus tax. And then you need to know what is that city's tax because
yeah.
it's taxed differently in every city. Yeah, I think US can change that. Put your price tags including the tax, please.
Get your shit together
Sure.
and come to the metric system and yeah,
Oh,
put up the
And the
whole price.
Celsius.
yes, it would be so nice. I just don't understand how people cannot figure the metric system out. I don't. I don't.
It's a hard thing. It's
I
rocket science.
cannot figure out their system, imperial system. I'm done. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I was so excited. I found a measurement in the storage that was in liter and deciliter.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
woohoo! I get it. And then I thought about it. I was like, fuck, all the recipes here are in cups. But I can
Oh
do the
my
Swedish recipes.
that's something.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do all the Swedish recipes in with my cups and liters and or my liters and deciliters meas- measurements.
That
So
always
yeah,
wins.
right, absolutely. Well, I'm gonna head out the door and go and notarize documents for somebody.
Oh.
How about that?
Somebody that you used to know.
No. Also, Facebook. Somebody asked the other day, "Hey, anyone can notarize over the weekend?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can notarize on Sunday. I'm working tomorrow because this was on Friday. But I can help you on Sunday at any time except between 1 and 2. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna go to my barn and look at my horses to make sure they're okay. I need to find another place for them too, because they apparently put out, even though they told me they were not going to put the farm out for sale, they are. They put
Hmm.
the farm out for sale again. So now I have to look for another place for them again.
Yeah. Oh my
I'm
god.
so tired of it. I'm like, maybe I should see if I can just lease some land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up lease some land. Like I only need a couple of acres. I'll
Mm.
figure out the water, I'll figure out everything else. Just fenced land. Can I please just lease land for a while?
That would be the
That
best
would be the
scenario.
best. Yeah. So oh well. Anything else we need to say before we leave?
Bibbidi bobbidi boop.
Boobity bobbity beep.
Exactly.
Next time I see you, I won't have a uterus.
Bye, uterus. Well, next time I'll see you, I hope to have mine still. Otherwise, something has happened that I did not expect. I'll tell you that. Well, hopefully everything goes well.
Yeah.
I hope you have a speedy recovery. Next time we see you, you're just back to normal again, even though it may take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But it was
Hopefully.
it was a
Basically.
laparoscope surgery, so that's at least a little bit better and easier.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, good luck on that and take good care of her.
As always.
As always, I'm not really worried about it. I'm not worried about it. But
Oh, this is so touching.
for sure.
I'm special.
Yeah. Well, y'all be cool. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't kill anybody.
Thomas,
So,
me too.
don't
Yeah.
do anything I would do.
Don't do anything you would do. Don't do surgery on your uterus. Is that what you're saying? Oh well. Oh well. Good luck on that, and I'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Talk to you
Bye,
later.
everybody.